What's up, guys? It's Solo back with a video on the second channel, Solo 2.0. Today we're gonna be taking an NBA ranking quiz. I saw this on Twitter. Shout out to Legend of Winning. If you guys know who that is, Low. He's friends with Agent. Some of you guys might know him. He does like basketball videos, and I saw him put out a tweet about this website. So you guys see here, we have Bladen Kirk. I'll put the website in the description if you guys want to take this quiz. But if I go right here, Stay Hot NBA ranking quiz, you guys see, bang. Okay. So apparently, it's Stay Hot podcast. I've actually seen this kid. I think this is Theo Ash. I only low-key know that because his name was on the last page, but I think he's like a TikToker, and I guess he has a podcast now. But apparently, we're gonna pick who's better, Jaylen Brown or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and we're gonna do this the whole video and keep picking. So it's gonna be like comparisons the entire video. So this video is low-key gonna trigger some people, because this is my opinion and not everyone has the same opinions, you know what I'm saying? So this video might make some of you mad, but at the end of the video, it's gonna give us our top 30 rankings and it's gonna tell me what my order is. This video is gonna get some people mad, so let me know where you'd go differently. Let's say I picked Jaylen Brown and you think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is better. Let me know which picks you would have voted differently from me in the comment section below. But if you guys haven't, before we get into this, make sure to sub to this channel. We just hit 10K subs, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss a video, and drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 150 likes. If this video goes crazy, I'll probably do the NFL quarterback quiz, and I might try to post that on NFL draft day. So go crazy on this video and I got you guys with that. But let's hop into this. All right, call me crazy all you want, but I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown in this one. Maybe it's recency bias. He's been playing really good. SGA, not really on a good team. I think he was banged up this year. SGA might be the better player, like career wise, but for now we're gonna go with Jaylen Brown. Kyrie Irving or Beal? I'll go with Kyrie. Paul George or Zion? I'm gonna go with Paul George. Brandon Ingram or Kawhi? Kawhi. Anthony Davis or Darius Garland? This is actually closer than it seems. Like out the gate, you think Anthony Davis, but then you realize he wasn't an all-star, I'm pretty sure, and Garland was. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. But I think I'm still going to go with Davis, even though this year Garland played better. I'm still going with AD. Rudy Gobert or Donovan Mitchell? This one's actually really tough. Like, I feel like Gobert's underrated, and I might pick some people above him where he probably should be the better player, but I think I will go Donovan Mitchell, but I don't know about that one. I'm gonna go with Mitchell though. DeRozan or LaVine? We will go with DeRozan. Jimmy Butler or Tatum? That's easily Tatum. Luka or Cat? We're going Luka. James Harden or Damian Lillard? I'm gonna go with Harden just because he's a better passer and he can still score really well. Lillard's really good at scoring, but not as good of a passer, so we'll go with Harden. CP3 or Embiid? Gotta go with Embiid there, even though CP3 is a great player. Trae Young or D Booker? This is a very tough one right here, but like I'm leaning Trae Young, but it feels wrong. Like I don't know, bro. They both had insane years. Like, oh man, I'm going Trae, but that's tough. We're gonna go Jokic here. Giannis or KD? I gotta go Giannis. KD's definitely like in that top 5 range though. Curry or LeBron? Gotta go Curry. Beal or SGA? I'll go SGA here, but I like Beal a lot. SGA or Kyrie? We're going Kyrie. Kyrie or Jaylen Brown? Now this one's kind of tough because Kyrie didn't really play all that much this year, but then when he did, he was a little inconsistent. He'd have flashes where he'd score like 40, but then he'd like disappear and get like 14 points. And then I don't know, bro. He's a weird one to rank. I think I will go Kyrie, but I don't know. This is a tough, because Jaylen Brown's so good at defense too, and Kyrie's really not that good of a defender. Maybe I'll go Brown. Nah, I'm gonna stick with Kyrie just because he's so good at scoring, and literally it seems like he can score like whenever he wants. I know the Nets just got swept by the Celtics, but he's just such a good scorer, so we'll go Kyrie there. Brandon Ingram or Zion? Oh, that's actually tough, mainly because, one, Brandon Ingram's, I feel like, underrated, and he's been playing really good, and Zion hasn't been playing at all, so we don't really know how to rank him. I'm going Brandon Ingram. I'm not going to lie. I'm going Brandon Ingram. Paul George, Brandon Ingram? Yeah, I'm going PG. Kawhi or Paul George? Oh, this is such a tough one, and Kawhi's always hurt. I mean, PG gets hurt too, but Kawhi gets hurt more, and I'm not gonna take that into account. I'm gonna go Kawhi because I think he's better, barely though. It's so close, but I'll go Kawhi. Rudy Gobert or Darius Garland? I'll go with Rudy on this one. Yeah, I'll go Rudy. Rudy or AD? We'll go Rudy. Jimmy Butler or LaVine? We'll go Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. DeRozan or Jimmy? I'm honestly still going Jimmy. Although DeRozan had a really good year, I'm still going Jimmy. Maybe that's just me, personal preference, whatever. I'm going Jimmy. Cat or Lillard? We're gonna go with Cat. Yeah, we're gonna go with Cat. Harden or Cat? I'm gonna go Cat. I'm gonna go Cat there. D Book or Chris Paul? Oh my God. People always talk about who's the best player on the Suns, and I really think we're seeing it now that D Book's out. I'm going D Book. Because, bro, he's out, and I know it's probably the way the team's constructed. They need him to be there scoring like 30 a game, but they are struggling without D-Book. So I'm going to go D-Book. Embiid or D-Book, you got to go Embiid here. Trae or Embiid, you got to go Embiid there. Durant or Ja. I know Durant and the Nets just got swept, and it was not looking good. He was looking a little sketchy. Like, he didn't even want the ball at times, but I'm still sticking with KD. Jokic or KD, I'm going to go with Jokic just because Jokic has been playing so good the last few years. Giannis or Jokic? This is such a tough one, bro. This is a tough one. I prefer Giannis. Jokic is probably going to MVP, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. You know, when you look at the numbers, he probably does deserve it. He had the best numbers, but I'm going Giannis. I'm sorry. Beal or LeBron? We'll go with LeBron. LeBron or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? We're going LeBron. Jaylen Brown or LeBron? I'm going LeBron. Why is it straight LeBron ones right now? LeBron or Kyrie? We're going LeBron. DG or Zion? You know, honestly, I'm going to go with Garland, I think. Bro, I don't know, man. It's tough because Zion hasn't been playing, you know. No, I'll go Zion. But it's hard to rank a guy that hasn't really been playing, you know. So, but I'll go Zion. Zion or AD, you know, I think we got to go with AD because it's just so tough to rank Zion. So I'm going to go with AD. AD or Brandon Ingram? I'm going Brandon Ingram right now. Career-wise, it's obviously Davis, but Davis has taken a step down. Brandon Ingram's been looking really good. I'm going Brandon Ingram. We're going Rudy Gobert there. We're going Rudy Gobert or Paul George. I'm going Paul George or Mitchell. We're going Paul George. Lillard or LaVine. Now, this one's kind of tough, and this is probably another personal preference pick, but I'm going with Lillard. I know he didn't have the greatest of seasons, and then he got hurt, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like people are down on him. I still believe in him, and I'm going to go with Lillard. DeRozan or Lillard? I'll go with DeRozan here. Harden or DeRozan? This is another weird one, but I'm going to go with Harden. Jimmy Butler or Harden? This is another weird pick. Like, I feel like I'm picking people that the normal person would not pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the underdogs low-key. Or am I? I don't know. But I'm going Jimmy. Here. Maybe, I think it's because he's a two-way player. I think that's why I'm going to go with him. I like how good he is on defense, and I don't think Harden's that good on defense, and Jimmy's still really good offensively. So I'm going Jimmy. Cat or Jimmy? I'm going to go with Cat here. Jason Tatum or Cat? We're going Tatum. Luka or Tatum? I'm going Luka. Ja Morant or Chris Paul? Now, this is actually an interesting one because mid-season, or maybe even earlier mid-season, I was telling people Ja is, I forget what number, it was like top 3 or something, point guard, top 4 point guard in the league, and I had Chris Paul right behind him, and I was in a huge debate with a lot of people in Discord telling them I like Ja more than Chris Paul. Ja's a legit superstar. Chris Paul's just, he's like a star, he's a leader, he's a really good player. I had him right behind Ja, but I'm going Ja over Chris Paul, and I feel like that's a little bit more like defined now, or I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a little bit more obvious now. I mean, it's not still obvious because I'm sure there's people that still go Chris Paul in that one, but after seeing this season of Ja, like, I think more people are on the Ja bandwagon. We got Ja or D-Book. I'm going with Ja or Trae Young. This is another very, very tough one, but I'm honestly gonna go with Ja. Embiid or Ja? We're going Embiid. KD or Embiid? I'm gonna go with Embiid. I think the 3 big men, Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid, those 3 top 3 players in the league, they're dominating. Embiid or Jokic? I'll go with Jokic here. So Jokic will probably end up being my second best player. We got Garland and Beal. I really like Beal. Like, Beal is a bucket, but I think Garland's just a better passer, and Garland can still score probably a little bit worse than Beal, but the passing is what is going to put Garland above Beal. So I'll go Garland here. SGA or Garland? I'm honestly going to go with Garland here. I'm going to go with Garland. Jaylen Brown or Garland? It's a tough one. I'm going to go with Jaylen Brown. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm going to go with Brown. Jaylen Brown or Zion? This is a very tough one because when you think about it, Jaylen Brown, really good two-way player. He can score, you know, good, and he could play some really good defense. Zion, he can score really good, really well, and he can rebound well, but we have a small sample size. He hasn't really played. I think I will go Zion here, but oh man, this is a really tough one, and they don't play the same position. Like, it's kind of a weird one. It's a weird comparison. I'll go Zion though. Zion or Kyrie? I think the quiz is genuinely confused on how I'm ranking Zion, and I am too, because I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna go Zion here. Like, I think that's why he keeps popping up, because the quiz is like, bro, where does this guy rank Zion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where does this guy lie in Solo's rankings? So they look, he just popped up again. I'll go LeBron here. LeBron or AD? We'll go LeBron. BI or LeBron? I'll still go LeBron, but Brandon Ingram's been hooping. LeBron or Rudy? I'm going LeBron. LeBron or Donovan Mitchell? I'm going LeBron. Okay, so they're trying to figure out LeBron right now. PG or LeBron? I'm going LeBron, even though he doesn't really try on defense, but, you know, still got to respect LeBron. LeBron or Kawhi? I will go with LeBron. Chris Paul or Zach LaVine. We're going Chris Paul on this one. Damian Lillard or Chris Paul. I think right now you just got to go Chris Paul. Like, he's just such a good passer. He's just an on-court like coach. He's just a leader. You know, I'm going Chris Paul there. Chris Paul or DeRozan. This is honestly such a weird one. And again, it's a weird comparison. They don't play the same position. They're very different players. This is a very tough one to pick. And like I said, it's probably because they put up different numbers. DeRozan's more of a scorer. Chris Paul's more of a passer. Different positions. I'll go with DeRozan though, but you could go either way. Like, I really flip a coin. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. Like, I don't know how to do that one. Like, it's just a weird comparison. DeRozan or Booker, we'll go Booker. Booker or Harden, we'll go Booker. Jimmy Butler or Booker. I'm still going to go Booker just because he's just that good of a scorer. I know Jimmy Butler's good like on defense and scoring. Booker not as much on defense. Booker or Cat? I'm going to go Booker here, although Cat, this is another close one. We'll go Booker. You guys see the bar too. We're almost done. Jason Tatum or Booker? You got to go Tatum. I really think Tatum is a top 10 player now. Like, after this series against the Nets, I think that certified him as a top 10 player in the NBA. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think Tatum is a top 10 player now. I think I posted my top 10 players, or maybe it was top 8 or something. I think I had Tatum around 10. I think he was like probably like 11 or 12, but now he's probably like in the top 10. We will go Tatum here because he can lock up your best player and then go and give you 30 on offense too. So going Tatum against Trae Young. Tatum or Ja? Now that's a tough one. This is a very, very close one. Like, these players are probably going to be right next to each other in my rankings, but I'll go with Tatum. But this is tough. This is tough. I'll go Tatum though. KD or Tatum? I'll go KD still, even though Tatum just like literally destroyed KD. Luka or KD? We'll go KD. LaVine or Beal? I'll go with LaVine, although I think it is kind of closer than people think. I'll go LaVine. SGA or LaVine? I'll go with SGA here, but that could go either way. Lillard or SGA? I'm still gonna stick with Lillard. If you guys want to go SGA, you can. Garland or Lillard? Yeah, I'm going Lillard here. Some of you guys might go recency bias, or maybe you don't even want to call it that, and you just think Garland is a better player, which I can't blame you, but I'm still going Lillard. I think he'll bounce back. Lillard or Jaylen Brown? I'm going to go Jaylen Brown because he can go and give you, 25 points, and then he's really good on defense too. So Lillard, not that good on defense, and honestly, this could go either way. If you prefer Lillard, then you could do that. I'm going Jaylen Brown though. Jaylen Brown or Chris Paul? I'm going to go with Chris Paul on this one. Chris Paul or Kyrie? I'm going to go with Chris Paul. Zion or Chris Paul? Bro, I just don't know, like, how are you supposed to pick this? Some of you guys are probably screaming, pick Chris Paul, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's a point guard versus a power forward, and Zion does not play. So it's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to base, like, what I'm supposed to base this off of. And I know Zion looked good when he did play, but he hasn't been playing. So it's like, I might just pick Chris Paul because of that. But if Zion starts playing and going crazy, like, then it would be Zion. But he just hasn't been. So I'm going to go Chris Paul right there. Chris Paul or AD, we're going Chris Paul. Brandon Ingram or Chris Paul? Honestly, I might go Brandon Ingram. Is that crazy? Chris Paul's another really weird player to rank because his leadership comes into effect with his ranking. He doesn't put up a lot of points. He'll go out and give you double-digit assists every night, and he'll be a leader. But, like, he's a tough one. I'm going to give it to Chris Paul, though, even though I really want to give it to Brandon Ingram. But, like, let him prove himself a little bit more. But I'll go Chris Paul there. Chris Paul or Rudy? I'm going to go Rudy. I think, yeah, I'm going to go Rudy. I don't know, bro. Some of these picks are just so, like, they could go either way. Like, this is a tough video here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I already know I'm gonna get flamed for some of my picks, but this is way harder than it seems. This is another really weird one because DeRozan, he averaged like 28 this year. Rudy averaged like literally like 15 and 15, and he's insane on defense. And he's a center versus a forward. Like, it's just a weird debate, and I honestly don't know who I want to pick here. I'm gonna go with DeRozan, even though I'm not sure if I like fully agree with that, but I'm gonna go with DeRozan because I don't want to sit here for an hour and think about it. DeRozan or D Mitch? Now this is gonna be a personal preference pick because if you look at their numbers, you go DeRozan, right? DeRozan had such a good year, but I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell. If I had a team and I had to pick one of these players, I'm going with Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell or Harden? Ooh, this is another tough one for me. I think I'm going to go Harden just because he's the better passer. He can still score really good. He gets rebounds. He's just an all-around, I think, better player. But Mitchell, I really like how aggressive he is, and he's such a good scorer. But I'm going to go with Harden here. Harden or Paul George? I'm going Paul George. Paul George or Jimmy Butler? We're going Paul George. Cat or Paul George? I think I'm going to go Paul George. If you guys can't tell, I like Paul George a lot. I probably got him higher than most. We're going to go Paul George. PG or Devin Booker? Yeah, I'm going to go Paul George with this one. Trae Young or Paul George? We're going Paul George. Paul George or Ja? I'm going to stick with Paul George, although I think Ja could pass him in the future. Maybe you give it a year or two. I think I'm gonna stick with Paul George though. Jason Tatum or Paul George. Now that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Tatum because Tatum, like Paul George, the reason I like Paul George and Jimmy Butler, who I talked about earlier, Jaylen Brown, some of these players, is because they can score really good, but then also clamp you up. Jason Tatum can do that though, and he could probably score better than PG. So I'm gonna go with Tatum here with this pick. Kawhi or Tatum? I think you gotta go with Kawhi here. Luka or Kawhi? I'm gonna go with Luka. Think this one's really close though, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Luka. LeBron or Luka. This is another one which could go either way. I feel like some people will go Luka, some will go LeBron. I'm gonna stick with LeBron with this one. So do I add? I don't know. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know, bro. This is a tough one. It's a very tough one. I'm gonna go LeBron though. KD or LeBron. This is a very tough one. I'm going LeBron. You could call me crazy. I don't even know because some of you guys probably agree with me. I'm going LeBron here. KD or LeBron. LeBron scored more points this year. I think he's a better passer, a better leader. I'm just going LeBron here. LeBron or Embiid? I think I'll go Embiid. Yeah, we're going to go Embiid there. Curry or Embiid? I'm going to go Embiid here, but Curry's my favorite player of all time. I'll go Embiid here. I'm not going to be completely biased. We'll go Embiid. Oh, and we got our final rankings. So at number 1. All right, I moved my face cam and I made it bigger. At number... Actually, let's go from the bottom. 30, we have Beal, which is okay. Zach LaVine, 29. SGA, 28. Garland, 27. Lillard's at 26. Jaylen Brown at 25. Kyrie, 24. Zion, 23. AD down at 22. I do think he fell off. Like, he used to be a top 5-ish, top 10 player. I think he took a step down this year, and honestly, maybe even the year before that. Brandon Ingram at 21. Chris Paul at 20. Rudy at 19. DeMar 18. Donovan Mitchell 17. Harden at 16. Jimmy Butler at 15. Cat 14. D-Book 13. Trae Young 12. Ja at 11. PG at 10. Jason Tatum right ahead of him at 9. Kawhi at 8. Luka 7. KD 6. LeBron 5. Curry 4. Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis at number 1. All right, now I'm going to cut this out of the video, but let me take a quick second and really analyze this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really lock in and see if there's anything that I think is low-key wrong with this, even though this is completely based on my picks. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. Again, I feel like if you're going to say something's wrong with it, you're nitpicking. Like, let me know what you guys think of this. This is my top 30 according to this quiz. If you guys take the quiz, let me know what your top 30 is. Let me know who your top players are, or what you are completely different with me on. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys go crazy on this video and drop a like on it, and we see, like, I don't know, 150, 200 likes, I'll do an NFL ranking quiz. I honestly really enjoy making these videos, so I'm down to do like as many as I can find. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.